I take a real quick moment here to explain some stuff that I finally have gotten figured out and know well enough I can talk about without rambling too much. I want to show how we can use Canvas to do work from home, whether we're sick, doctor's appointment, close contact quarantine. I've got the kids; they all are pretty comfortable with it. So now I want to make this just to help parents out, so you can help keep them moving and keep them caught up if they have to miss some time. So on their computer, they should have a Chrome button. It'll look obviously different than mine being on a Mac. I was trying to figure out how to do this here. Let's go to Clever. And I'm already logged in as a student. When you click that at home, they may have to click login with Google and then click their name. I'm already logged in as Gunner here, which is fine. And there'll be some things up here at the top. The one we're going to look at today is Canvas. If you have older siblings, they may get to Canvas a little differently. Good thing about this is they don't have to type in anything, so they can just click things. If they're in Miss Reeves' class last year, for some reason this box is still here. I haven't figured out how to get rid of it yet. But they should know to click my name. Should be teal. Some of them have changed it. And then you're on our homepage for our Canvas. I do everything under one class to keep it simple, so it will say conduct up here. It's fine. And you can see that I've built 4 assignments in Tuesday for today. If you scroll down, you'll actually see everything we've done in the past as far as working on Canvas. But we'll just focus in here on Tuesday. 2 of them, Tuesday reading, Tuesday math, these are just the directions. And then we have something new this year called Kami, which I love and I want to talk about. So I'll show you how that works. So first we'll go Tuesday reading. When we click that, this is just a description of what we've done in class today or what we're going to do. So from the top, in class, we will work on our morning work, check Kami assignment. That's what we'll talk about in a second. We're going to read our first story. If you're not sure, this link will take you to the reading series, and it will be right there. And I'll make a separate video on how the reading series work. They should have a button, either this orange lamp or like when sometimes bookmarks don't load, it's like a gray globe. That will take them to the same place as this link. So if they can't find it here, they can always come here as well. Read our new fluency for the week. This has to be done with me, so that's not anything you can do at home. And then work on this week's cut and paste. This is a Monday thing we normally do with Labor Day. It's happening on Tuesday now. But if they click this at home, you get the whole list. So if you're blue group, there's your blue list. If you are green group, it's right there. So everyone is included here. You could download it. You could do, practice, write them down at home on paper, whatever you'd like to. That way you'd still have the list, even if you don't actually cut them out. And then do some journal writing, which we do in class. So we may do other things and have time for other stuff, but that's really the bulk of what we covered today. And I want to talk about Kami in a second, but first I'm going to go back home and we'll look at math. In math, I always have the standard that we're working on for this week. We're doing graphing. We're going to work the worksheet on Kami, so we'll have to go look at that one. And then I will pull out in small groups. And while I'm pulling out in small groups, this is the independent work that kids did today. They worked on extra math. 1 full round is until he waves goodbye or it kicks them out. 1 lesson on iReady, and I actually assigned to them some lessons that are in blue boxes. They had to work all of those before moving on. I kind of switched it a little bit, but if you're at home and you did this, that would have been totally fine as well. So, you can kind of see what we're working on. I have a worksheet that's included in a different spot, and then other things they could do at home. So let's talk about Kami. Kami's super cool. It's this easy way for kids to work on a worksheet digitally, turn it into me, and it saves about 40 steps compared to what they had to do last year, it seems like. So we'll look at Kami Tuesday morning. All that's there is 1 box. I have to make a new Kami assignment for each worksheet we're doing. So if we're doing e-learning, there might be a lot of these Kami worksheets. But we just had 1 today for reading. Kids actually did this on paper, but I put it here kind of as a test run for this video. So if someone was absent, they could click this and it would pull up. And we've already logged in all of this. Kids shouldn't have to do that. I think this is because I'm trying to log in as a student. So I'm going to say I'm Gunner here. Got it. That usually doesn't happen. Let's just close that off. Okay. So this is actually the math one. It's acting kind of weird because I'm logged in as a teacher. So it doesn't really know what it should be doing. So let's just pretend instead of Tuesday morning work, we were on Tuesday math. When the students click this, it works for the students. It's just because I'm on my work computer. It would pop up to this worksheet. They have their tools here on the side, and they can go through and answer these questions. How many children chose cats? 6. I'm going to try to draw this with my mouse. They have touch screen, way easier. And they can scroll down. It's wanting to save it because I'm logged in as a teacher. So you might see this if you pull this up tonight. So I'm not going to answer any more, but you can scroll down. You can answer these questions. There's a lot of other stuff here that we don't need. There's the eraser. Actually, I'll go ahead and erase that. Boom. A lot of different things we won't use. But then up here, if as a student, next to the save button, it actually says submit. If you click submit and then come down and click submit again, you'll see it load, and then it will eventually say unsubmit. And when it says unsubmit, that means myself as a teacher, I have now received that thing. I can grade it or look at it or check it or whatever. So I wish it looked a little bit better, but this is kind of the gist. It works very seamlessly for the kids. It's because I'm logged in as a teacher. So that was the math one. And there was also the reading one. So I will always have the Kami things labeled separately. I think that works easier for the kids. I would rather not do that. It's a little bit more work for me, but if it makes it easier for them and for you guys at home, we'll do that. So the first ones are just kind of the description of what we're doing, more for the parents, honestly, to kind of help keep the kids going. And then the worksheets would be these Kami assignments. So that's just a little crash course on how we're going to use Canvas and Kami. If you have any questions, please let me know.